Oh my God. And talk about getting your bell rung and the bell ringing to start the match all at the same time. Kurt Angle just nailing Kane with that ring bell to the skull. And now Kurt Angle, who got the early advantage on the big red machine. But it didn't last very long as Kane starts to fight back with some heavy shots of his own. Oh, but Angle ducks. And a German suplex by Kurt Angle stops that little bit of momentum that Kane was starting to fight back. Kurt Angle, before this match got underway, saying he's the big red, white, and blue machine, referring to the three colors that make up the U.S. flag. Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist, getting a shot to the jaw by Kane. Nice back elbow from the big red machine. Ooh. That was a nasty shot by Kane. And a double. It seemed like Kane, I thought that Kane was going to go for like a double-handed choke slam at first. But nearly choking out Kurt Angle. Now it might be that Kane's going for that patented choke slam of his. Meanwhile, Kurt Angle had the rope, forcing that rope break. Angle went after Kane, but didn't quite work out the way Kurt Angle hoped it would. And just like that, Kane has fully turned this thing around. But words have been spoken too soon, as Angle showing an impressive feat of strength. 6'10", 300+ pounds of Kane being belly-to-belly suplexed by the Olympic gold medalist. Talk about power. An Angle with a clothesline knocks down Kane. And it's Kurt Angle who's going to stomp away on the big red machine. And Angle has his right to revenge. Whether you like him or you hate him. In this situation, there's a lot of issues between these two men. You gotta wonder, in a situation like this, if Kurt Angle's ego will get the best of him. Meanwhile, a backdrop suplex by Angle. Kane laid out, but the big red machine gets the arm up before the three. Only enough for a 2 count. Meanwhile, as Angle wisely gonna keep his eye on the ball, has this front chancery here. That's that front headlock that is locked in deep on Kane. Keeping it locked in tight. That's what you gotta do. Ground the bigger man in the situation. Drain his energy. Drain his almost supernatural like power. But Kane fights back to his feet and drops Kurt Angle right on his midsection. But you can see the damage that this match has done to Kane as well, as Kurt Angle's the first one to make his move, as he starts to fight with clubbing blows. Meanwhile, Kane taking Kurt Angle for a little stroll with a side walk slam. And now it's Kurt Angle who tries to use the ropes to pull himself up. And Kane was thinking a suplex, but Kurt Angle, another one. But this time it's a little different. Kurt Angle holding on, and a second one. Look at this vice-like grip around the midsection of Kane as Kurt Angle gets a trio of German suplexes, looking to finish this one off, but it's not quite there. Kane is not dead yet. Kane stays alive. And Kurt Angle going high risk. I don't see this. You don't see this too often. But look at that. Kane goes down. And Kurt Angle talking his smack as Kane struggles to get back up to his feet. Kurt Angle gonna go high risk one more time. Is it worth it? It is not. That didn't work as well as Kurt Angle would have liked it to. Kurt Angle gets laid out by the Big Red Machine. Unfortunately for Kane, with the amount of damage he's already taken in this match, it's more and more difficult for him to capitalize on the situation. Oh, and a shot by Angle, but Kane returns the favor with a shot of his own. Who is going to get the better of this? Will it be Kane? Will it be Angle? Meanwhile, Angle going to get a couple shots in on the Big Red Machine. And Kane, just like that, takes down Angle. Oh, up and over, soaring through the air to find out what it's like to crash and burn. And Kane splashes into Angle in the corner. And Kane taking Kurt Angle a trip around the world with that power slam. And a near fall. That was very close to 3. Kurt gets sent in the corner, but Kurt finds an elbow to get up towards Kane. But you know what Kane's about to find? A choke slam. What goes up must come down. The ride of your life. Look at the great ring awareness by Angle, who kicks out before the 3. And Kane is going to call his shot. And now the end is near. And Kurt Angle was about to face the final curtain. But wait, Angle pulled the mask. Angle, slam. Angle went for the mask. And oh! Kane kicked out. That was a near fall. That's as close as you get to a victory without the bell even ringing. And now this is where Kurt Angle is at his best. This is when an Olympic gold medalist becomes an Olympic gold machine. He's going to force Kane to submit, but Kane forces the break. But Kurt Angle returns right back to the ankle that he might just break if Kane can't find a way to permanently keep Kurt Angle from breaking his ankle. This ankle locked in tight. The Big Red Machine may be a larger man than Kurt Angle, but Kurt Angle is as tough as they come. He will go as far as he needs to go. And Kane pulling an enziguri out the playbook. Because of Kane's size, not a very common move out of his playbook. Kane, desperate times call for desperate measures. You never know what you're going to see from the near 7-footer. Now what is Kane thinking? Huh? No way. Now it's Kane who's going to go to the top. It was already crazy enough to see Kurt Angle head to the top earlier in the match, considering we don't see Angle do it. But Kane? Oh, look at this from Angle. Takes Kane down off the top turnbuckle. And Angle with a counter. Let's take another look one more time. The agility of the Olympic gold medalist being shown on display in this high caliber match of the show of shows, WrestleMania. Looking at another Angle slam. Looking for another choke slam, but Angle rolls through. Oh, the ref didn't see it. Angle, he used the middle rope for leverage. And you can see the frustration on the big red machine getting screwed out of this match. And everyone here in Toronto, the Toronto Skydome, just saw a screw job. And Kurt Angle leaves with the victory.